Can you hear the fan?
Nah, can you hear the aircon?
No, you're fine.
Perfecto.
Bro, so where are you on holiday at?
Oh, bro, just the Golden State. Visiting the Americas.
Doing it from the bridge.
I got envious when I saw you went to the Gold Coast, bro. So I was kind of like, bro, what's a bigger bridge?
And you went to not the Gold Coast, you went to the Gold State.
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hey,
I respect
think
that.
about it, bro. I'm a hustler. I'm an air hustler. You know, I do what I do. But yeah, this is this doesn't feel. I don't know. I don't know how this feels. This just feels. I don't feel like this is a podcast. I feel like I'm just.
This feels like I'm too far away from you, man. I've been too far away for too long.
Reach out.
Nah, I've been too far away.
You're so funny because you're like shirtless as well. I feel like I'm Ariel Hawani and I'm like interviewing like UFC fighters. So how do you feel about your loss? How do you feel about your loss this weekend?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I just want to forget about it. Really, put it behind me. Work harder. And move on to my next endeavor. Thinking about changing a couple of things in the fight camp. It didn't really go as smoothly for me as I wished it would have. So
right.
the nods.
Right. Definitely. Yeah. What did you feel? What did you feel when he spat the blood in your face? How did you feel about that?
Yeah, at the end, I thought it was a bit disrespectful. Obviously we went into the fight in good faith with each other. Like, we were good mates before the fight. And I understand everything that happens in the octagon stays in the octagon.
Mm-hmm.
But I did feel like there was a bit of disrespect there, which I didn't love. So I don't know. Definitely. And he's definitely not going to be invited to the cookout next time around.
Oh, not the cookout.
My mother did say I couldn't trust him, but
you know what? There is a saying out there, actually around here in the Golden State, right? What we say usually is, "Can't trust these hoes."
These hoes can't be trusted, man.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
This is such an interview.
What the fuck is going on? But yeah, no.
How have you been? How's this week been without me, man? I know you would have.
Bro, I've cried 3 times. Nah, bro, I've just been getting bigger and shit, man.
This is what's gonna happen when I move over to the UK for the first.
Yeah, but instead of you seeing the fucking Golden State Bridge, you fucking see just villages and alcohol, just in the background.
Yeah, I mean, I can give you a tour of where I am.
Fuck yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be interesting. Give us like a window peek,
So I'll try not to show like where like my hotel is. But funnily enough, there's this tree and bushes that look like a cock and balls. I'll try and get it. I don't know if.
Why does it matter if they know where your hotel is? You're not going to be there once.
I know. But as you can see behind me, this big tree. There's also 2 bushes that are like balls below it. Like, and from the angle of this pool, like it just looks.
It looks like cock.
It just looks like a big cock and balls.
Do you think?
Also, at the top of the tree, look at it. It's even shaped like a knob.
It is. Possibly. There is one more possibility, bro. There is one more possibility. Let me just explain that. Look, I don't want to be psychoanalyzing you,
Yeah.
But you haven't seen me in about a week, right?
Yes.
What else is shaped like a cock, right? And is that big?
I've not seen one that big for a while.
Right.
And maybe like you're looking at that and you're like, damn, I miss Rash. I have also been having nightmares since being here, so that would make sense.
What kind of nightmares?
There was it was really weird. I was I was on the beach and like the tide was rising like consistently, and I was getting freaked out. But then it was also strange because it was like I was with everyone like I work with, and then all of a sudden like we'd be like working, just doing like it wasn't my normal work, but it's like just working in a dream, which can be anything. And then I like whenever we went out of one room into a different room, and then like back to the room we used to be in, it would be like ransacked. So I remember going into like I went to my car and then like back into the building and then back to my car, and like everything in my car was taken off, like all the wheels were taken, the underneath was taken off the car.
Yeah, you've been stripped,
and, like,
basically.
And it was just and then like all of a sudden sirens started playing, and we were just like it just felt like we were being chased by these bold fellas. Like I didn't even see any, but I knew they were bold. So
this kind of sounds like Warzone 2, you know?
Oh, really? I haven't even seen anything.
Well, but I mean, I'm guessing a lot of bold guys play it, you know? Cars get stripped, things get stolen when you go into a different room, you know, looting. So maybe you miss Call of Duty.
That is a big possibility. I have missed Call of Duty over the last week. I kind of want someone to go into my house and just download the update. Was there an update?
Hey, bro, there is. It's not that large, but I can do it for you if you like, bro.
No, I mean, I might need that. I might need that to happen because I want
to get home straight away and click on, bro.
I don't want anything else. I'm just going to sit down at my desk and play Call of Duty. So,
well, if it makes you feel any better, me and Harry won our second game ever. So,
that's nice. I'm happy that I.
And then from there on, we've not been able to fucking hit the top 10.
Nice. I'll come
fucking
in and hit the ground running. I'll come in and hit the ground running. So that's exciting.
I hope so. Have you seen all of the crazy shit that's been going on recently?
I mean, I've been like, I feel like because I'm on holiday, I'm kind of clued out. Yeah, I've been trying to keep up. Like, I've been trying to keep up. I see everyone's being reinstated on Twitter.
Right. So far, Daddy Trump, the top
Trump's back. Trump's not come back though, has he? Trump's trying to stick to truth.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, okay. He's staying hardcore to his fans.
Right.
So I kind of respect. I just realized my notifications are coming up on my phone, and that's probably going to show. Oh well, but you can
just cut it out.
Just cut my off. No, but yes, I think he's trying to stick to truth because I think he probably has a slight part ownership in that. Probably, I imagine. He probably owns some shit of that. So that makes sense. Who else? JP came back. Kanye. Yeah. I saw Elon getting shit today because he liked that slalom tweet or shalom, whatever it was. Shalom. Whatever. Shalom.
Who
whatever.
It was. Kanye.
Yeah. and Elon liked
Kanye really does not give a fuck anymore.
He doesn't. But I saw one tweet that really made me laugh where it was just like everyone's talking about Twitter dying on Twitter. I think Twitter's been its best spot it's ever been in.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Did you see what Elon posted? They broke a record for the most usage on Twitter.
Yeah, which makes sense. Like I don't know. Like
you know who says fucking Twitter's ending? All the fucking sad cunts. That were the controllers of cancel culture. The fucking
Yeah, sorry. Do you know what I don't understand, right? I might have just cut off there. What I don't understand is like why like I don't the whole verification thing I don't get because like
right.
The whole problem with like Twitter and what people don't like about Twitter is like the whole like I can't say the word anonymous. Yeah, like that's the biggest problem.
Think about anon.
Anonymous.
Yes, anonymous
tweeting, which is I can't do it. My tongue
that recent fight this week really gave you CT.
Oh, so, yeah, 100%. No, honestly, that word I can just never say.
What the fuck? Oh, for fuck's sakes!
What?
No. It's just the screen recording that ended. Oh.
Who cares? Anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't matter the screen recording. Yeah, as long as the Zoom is fucking recorded.
Continue. What I don't get is like the whole the biggest problem is like all the racism and shit from that. But like making people have to pay for verification fixes all of that shit.
Yeah.
Because now you can only be verified if you're paying for it, which means you're going to be linked to your person. And like the problem is there's no accountability for the people who just make anonymous accounts. And that's when, but now I said this, like, I reckon maybe on the podcast somewhere you can find it ages ago, where I said people that the thing that we should do with Twitter or any social media platforms is make sure you have to have your ID if you want to sign up, and just say, so everything can be traced back to you. So that means people have consequences for what they say.
Right. Oh, so you're not talking just about anonymous in terms, you're talking about bots as well and all that shit that's like
because that's the biggest problem on Twitter. That's the biggest issue with Twitter. That's the biggest issue with people like making mistakes, or like people being abusive and shit. So like I don't get, and like that plus like fixes all that problem.
Plus they talk about all the like Russian spies and all that kind of shit.
Exactly. You know, it fixes all of that shit, which I don't get why. So that appeases their argument, but they just don't even acknowledge that. They just think, oh, you've got to pay money, which is paying money to a billionaire, which is what they don't like because they don't like billionaires. But like, I don't think he even gives a shit about that aspect of it. He's more so just saying, and like the idea, I don't get why verification for being a popular, cool guy isn't a good thing. Say who decides who is verified?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's I think it used to be the staff of Twitter. So
that's what I'm saying.
Be a you know what I mean? You're a gatekeeper in some sense. Like, I don't like his music. I don't think he deserves verification.
He's not popular enough yet to be
verified. No, he can be popular. I've seen some people with heaps and heaps of like way more followers than people that are verified.
Yeah, no, I get like journalists that have like 5K followers.
Yeah,
and they're like, so like I think it's bullshit, and it's like, and as much as it's like $8 a month, whatever, but like it's like if you want no ads, if you want something premium, which every fucking thing in the world has, by the way, like pay it. Like I don't get why everyone's so upset about it, but yeah, oh well, it is what it is.
Speaking of journalists, now that I'm thinking about it, are we counted as journalists?
Nah, I'm not a journalist. I don't seek out. I think journalism is like seeking out. Like,
you're seeking out info and then writing.
I don't seek out shit, bro. I ain't seeking out nothing.
I guess you could say. I mean, depending on what your job. If you're a freelance journalist, I don't personally think you always seek things out.
Yeah, but like also, I just don't want to be classified as a journalist.
Right.
Gay.
Yeah, bro. I would never hold my journal with me. I'm so gay. Hold up, I can't. I'm busy. Yeah, all right, man. Fuck me.
Bro, you're popular. Was that just another bird?
Bro, that was one of my 20 bitches that live here, bro.
Yeah, fair enough,
God, bro. She just brought my clothes, bro, because you know what they do? Good women, you know? Clean, cook, wash clothes.
Yeah. She was just coming to clean your room?
No, I clean my own room. Okay?
Yeah, fair
except
enough.
for this hotel room that I'm in right now, because you know I'm Golden State.
We should I was gonna say we should do a Serbian watch along of a Serbia game.
We could do both. We can do England as well.
Yeah, we could do, and just like if it was.
I just don't think we should do this game because you're just going to be hella racist.
What, Serbia, England, Iran, or like Serbia, Brazil?
Yeah.
You have something against the Brazilians? Do you have something against the Brazilians?
Oh,
do you not like Rio de Janeiro?
I do have something against the Brazilians, bro.
Which Brazilian do you dislike the most?
After Alex Pereira defeated the strongest weeb in the world, bro. That pissed me off.
Out of all those Brazilians in the national team, which one do you hate the most?
Neymar.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and why?
Just the way he flops and stuff like that.
Yeah, you don't like that. Yeah, I can tell you're not. You're not a fan of that kind of action, are you?
Well, I remember when we used to play football, and I even you would not flops per se, but like you'd exaggerate. You know, if you got tripped, you did like a triple rollie instead of just one.
I was, yeah. I don't exaggerate. I'll just go down. I won't exaggerate things. I'll just go
right,
down.
Yeah, you got. Well, see, remember me? I would be like fucking gripping, moving up, like fucking grabbing their legs to get back up. You know, like that's the Serbian way of playing, bro. That's the man. That's how Mitro plays, bro.
Do you know it's only Mitro though now? Like all the other Serbians are like soft cocks like the rest now.
Oh yeah, they're all flops. Yeah, no, that's why I don't support the Serbian team anymore.
You do though. Just so
Croatia,
Croatia,
bro. Croatia. No. Speed called it Croatia. Croatia.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's your backup if Serbia go out.
No, Korea, South Korea is.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, with the Weebs.
Well, not the Weebs, just because what's his name? Jung Kok. What's his Young Kok? No.
Young Kok.
Is it Young Kok?
Is that the guy that did the Yeah, that's Young Kok. Yeah, Young Kok.
Yeah, Young Kok. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Young.
Yeah, he has a couple bangers.
I'm talking about the fucking K-pop star. I'm not talking about kids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, okay. Did you watch that? Did you watch the opener?
Yeah, I did, yeah, but I stopped watching it like 70 minutes.
Yeah, I recited the whole Quran with it.
Really?
Yeah.
But like within a cadence though, like was it on beat?
So like there's this new group I'm a part of. It's called the New Brits Quran. So like it's essentially like the English people who have adopted the Quran, and
so
we give it a British slang. We give it is Andrew English?
Geordie.
No, he's anti. He's anti. He's
right. Andrew Tate's. I think he was either born in England or he's like one of his.
He does sound something.
He's got the mixture of the American and the English.
Yeah. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, no. I mean, I guess I wonder where he's from actually. Now thinking about it.
I really don't care.
Yeah, me either. I mean, welcome back to him to Twitter, I guess.
He's really, look, man. All respect to him, he's back and shit like that. But we've already decided on the new leader. He's done and dusted.
Who's the new leader?
Jeremy Fragrance.
Oh right, yeah.
That's a real man because he doesn't hold back.
I've seen that you were saying that you were going to open your own fragrance. Line.
I'm starting a fragrance channel.
Is that in inspiration from Jeremy?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And when's that starting?
It's
a channel.
When I can afford it, fragrances.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And okay. Cool. I respect that. What do you have? What's your top fragrance that you want to review?
Actually, I have it on me right now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Give me a review. Give
you a sample. Oh, no, right. It's my favorite. It's my favorite as well. It is my 100%, and you will love this because it's actually an Englishman's brand.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. So right here we have I don't know if you can see it. Right. So this is David Beckham's Beckham Intimately. Right.
Yeah. Yep.
Reason why I like this is because of the shape. Right. It's a little square thing. You know, kind of looks cool. You know, you can package it. You can package it anywhere. It's pretty cheap compared to like most of the other ones, but not so cheap that it's like.
I've never been a fan of David Beckham's fragrances.
Neither, except for this one.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Okay.
Let me. You know,
I'll quickly get mine as well while you're at it. 1 sec.
All right. It's got an earthy tone with a hint of my skin.
So mine is Hugo Boss.
I've had that one before. That's a good one.
It is quite nice. It's probably my favorite. I'll give it a quick. It's got quite a oceany tone, I'd say. It's not quite earthy.
Like water.
Yeah, it kind of drips a little bit, and stings depending on where you put it.
Yeah, mine does that thing as well. Mine stings if I've shaved beforehand and I spray some. It stings.
Oh, don't be doing that. Don't be doing that.
Yeah.
The problem that I find with the David Beckham one is when I hang out with my English folk like I am tonight, because obviously I'm going to the CAS to beat so we can beat Iran.
Yeah.
When we win 7-0. When all my patriotism over the last 4 years is going to come out tonight. It's being built up. It's going to ooze out. You know I normally hate on my own kind.
Well, yeah, but, same. The only time I don't is when... Oh, actually, I was going to say the only time I don't is when we play football, but I think I hate on them even more when we play football.
Yeah, but only because you want the best for them.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, no, yes. So like...
Them, I want the best for them, Croatia and Korea.
Yeah. I see. I just struggle to... Especially even with like the English football community. I think I struggle to identify with that even more so than just normal English people. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. Well, that depends on what you're talking about. If you're talking about the extremities of like the football hooligans and et cetera, then like probably yeah, because like those are the types that don't even end up watching the game sometimes. You know?
Yeah, there will be.
Well,
I don't mind the World Cup though. So.
Yeah, World Cup's cool. Well, World Cup, because the World Cup's a bit of a difference, you know. It doesn't happen so often, and then like you get to see people play not in their clubs.
Yeah, it's hell weird. You haven't seen you see people you haven't seen in years, like that Valencia dude. He used to play for West Ham way back in the day.
Well, yeah.
I didn't know he was still playing, and he banged.
I didn't know he was fucking banging on and off the field and not paying fucking anyone anything.
No child support, brother.
No child support fees. Get those fucking kids out of here, bro.
Which is really, really arrogant considering he's probably making quite a bit of cash.
Right. But then again, okay, let me give you a scenario, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You're a famous football player, right?
Yeah.
You end up in England, right, in your first few years. And then you leave the country after a while, but while you were in England, you got down to some cheeky stuff, you know. You got down to some cheeky stuff, and you got 2 baby mothers, right? And each of them have a kid, right? And each of them demand $15K a week, right?
Jeez,
reasonable.
Expensive. Is that reasonable? Is it?
Reasonable for the wage of a football player, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
A football player in the Premier League, though, right? So once he leaves the Premier League, and they're still asking for the 14K, but he's not earning 14K a month, but he's not earning 100,000 a month anymore, right? So that's me being devil's advocate. That's
I agree. So what is the difference though from, say for an example, the average Joe Blow who's earning 50K a year, right? Like he's got to pay whatever he does in child support. Why, when you do better in life, do you have to pay way more? Like, I get, no, but I get, for an example, if I'm on 200K a year, I do get, you probably want to give them more just so your kid can have a better life, right? But there's a difference, right, between then 15K a month is like you're paying for you're not just paying for that kid, you're paying for everything.
Well, right, that's what I'm saying. You're paying for that chick's life.
Yeah. So what there has to be a cap on what I should be paying.
Well, that's why you go to the court.
Like, but that what in what earth can someone just take that amount?
It's hard to say. Yeah, it's hard to say. It really is. It really just depends on the full situation. Because like it depends on how you treat the kids, how often you see the kids. So if I'm okay, I'll give you an example. If I am, if I'm also like, if I have like 50-50 custody, right? I'm not paying child support.
Yeah, if it's 50-50, like you just pay your half. Right?
I'm not paying child support because in my mind, if I'm seeing the kid the half amount of time as you, and I'm fine to co-parent and be like, yo, like I'll pay for half of the kid's bills, but I'm not paying for your life. We're not together anymore. What do I owe you? What, you're my baby mother.
What would you do? What would you do
together?
What would be your ideal situation? Is that what you would want?
Yeah, 100%.
I'd do the opposite. I'd say, hey, how about you take the kid, and I'll give you a little extra.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Because fuck that kid.
I think I'd prefer to have 50-50.
Thinking about it now, I'd probably dip out the country.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'd probably peace out to Argentina.
Well, yeah, it depends on the situation. Like, if she's a crazy bitch and she's trying to ruin my life, I'll leave the country. You know what I mean? Because it's hard to say, because with the kid, like, if I have a kid, I don't want that kid to fucking hate me. You know what I mean?
Well, but like, what's another kid, you know?
Yeah, I guess. But then
if anything, bro, you're adding adversity.
Okay, this is gonna sound really. I know it's a great thing, because adversity helped me. But what I thought about was, okay, right, but listen. I'd say I was only about a day away from wanting to get revenge on my dad.
Yeah, okay. What would
what I'm trying to say is, depending on the whole situation, depending on the situation. No, I mean just a day, as in, like, you know what people mean by, like, one bad day. You know what I mean?
Okay, so a bad day. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't think I can go down that path anymore, because it doesn't have that sort of pull on me any longer. But I think if I was younger and I had experienced a really terrible day with him or some shit like that, I think I would have wanted revenge. I think I would have grown up and then, like, you know, found a way to fuck him up or fuck him over. Like, even if I just came to his house and bashed the cunt.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
You don't want that. Imagine, like, imagine this. You're 50 something, right? Or 60. You finally you finally retired out of all your jobs. You just have hobbies and shit.
And your son comes back?
Your son comes back, kills you, shoots you.
That would be really shit. Shit.
Right?
Yeah.
I know it sounds terrible, but I'm always preparing for the worst.
Yeah, that's fair. I've got a lovely seafood dinner I'm going to tonight.
Oh yeah.
I know you're not a fan of seafood.
No, I'm not.
Yeah. I think it's grown. Like, I want, like, more so like the crabs and the lobsters is what I'm wanting. And I like crab. Crab's good, and I want a lobster. I want to have lobster. Like, I'm like you. I don't like all the slimy shit. Like, I don't like.
Yeah, it's more. Like, I don't even think it's the taste. I think it's the texture for me all the time.
100%. That's why lobster is interesting to me, because it's like not. I like crab texture. Crab texture is like quite nice to me, but it's like. But
lobster is slimy inside. You're not eating the shell.
No, it's not. It's not slimy. It's not slimy.
Is it meaty?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So do you like fish? Because like that, like cooked fish?
I don't. I can bear it.
Okay? Yeah. I'm the same. I can. But it's not like
if they catch it and then they like just like put it over a fire or some shit. Like it needs, like, for me it needs to be crumbed or some shit. I can't just have like. I need like crumb fillets.
And what about what was I about to prawns?
Nah, no way.
I really like prawns. I really like prawns
once. I smelt prawns once at my cousin's house, and I yacked.
I've only recently just had like my first prawn like a couple months ago, and I've turned my head on prawns. I like prawns now.
What about mussels?
Nah, no chance.
No, slimy as fuck.
Get those.
Bro, that looks like someone snotted in there. Like, why the fuck would I eat that?
And the way people eat them, like.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen, like, I used to go, like, my cousins, and they used to like hold it like this and then like lick it out. You know, like.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
You know? Work the fucking mouth.
But yeah, so I'm going to a lovely seafood place. Then I'm going to some maize place. I've made an absolute fucking pig's ear of this holiday because schoolies started on Saturday.
Yeah, no, I did realize that. Yeah.
Dude, we went into like the middle of the Gold Coast, like the Surfers Paradise is what it's called.
Right. It must be crazy.
on the Saturday, and it was just so. It was already pretty warm, and from where we are, which is probably like we walked from where we are to like down to Surfers Paradise, which was like it took us 3 hours, but we walked. We had a lot of stops, obviously, and like looked around and shit. But and so I was burnt as fuck. It was hot, and there was just so many like just turned 18-year-olds, 17-year-olds. And like it was filthy. It was filthy.
Right.
And
well, and they're there for one reason. You know what I mean? Yeah. They're not there. They're not there to chill. They're not there to. They're just there to party, get drug fucked, and probably
they convinced me not to go because we were going to go out on Saturday, but we were like, nah, not with them around.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Have you gone out yet with that?
Not with them around. Not with them around. I'm good. We're good. It's just like, and the clubs didn't even look that like great. So like we like looked around them and they were like, yeah. So we're going to the cast today. So apparently the cast is pretty cool here. So I'm intrigued for it. So
I'm guessing it'll be bigger and shit.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, maybe. Who knows? It's a weird city.
It's a bigger city. I reckon you'll probably.
It's not though. It's just in a big line. Like the city is all just like all along the coast and then everything inside is just there's nothing there. And it's like Australia's version of Amsterdam, I reckon. That's like it's because there's lakes going in everywhere. There's canals. Like it's weird. It's cool. I like it, but it's and another thing, fucking birds. I don't know if it's just something about like here or I'm just going crazy noticing it, but birds are fucking lunatics over here. Like they just don't give a shit. They just don't give a shit. Like
okay, I'm gonna propose something. Do you reckon it's the quality of the coke?
I meant birds as in the actual birds.
I know.
Maybe.
It's for drugs.
Maybe that what you reckon. I was just gonna say maybe because I just don't know if you reckon they're government birds? You know, like because
like the cameras.
Yeah, because honestly, the first day I got into this hotel, this fucking massive crow like just hops onto my balcony as I'm there, and he just doesn't give a shit, and he's then flying in my face, and I run inside because I'm like, this is your balcony. Like, I'm not fucking with that.
Or you, brother?
And, 100%. They've just been scared. I've seen multiple birds fight, like pigeons, like walk up to you. They walked up to, like I was in a shopping center and it just walks up to you, like they don't care. They don't care.
That's what they say. That's what they say, like in New York and stuff like that. That's what they say because the pigeons are so like accustomed to people now that they almost like don't give a shit.
They don't.
And it's probably mostly true because like you said, it might not be a bigger area per se, like per square meter, but it definitely has more population. So then like whatever animal is there would probably get accustomed to things way quicker and kind of in a forced way because obviously there's more people. You know what I mean? Like they're seeing more people. While in Perth, it's like a fucking village, you know?
Yeah. It is a nicer place than Perth, definitely. Just in terms of like looking at it. The weather's really nice, but like it can be really humid, which is gross.
Right.
So I kind of miss like Perth. I didn't value how much Perth is dry. You know, like,
right? Yeah. It's not humid whatsoever.
When it's hot, and when it's cold, it's cold. But like we had a day here, like the other day, where it was 31 degrees, but it was thunderstorms and humid as fuck, and it was just gross. You don't do anything on that day. But like you had something like today where it's 30 and it's fucking sun's out and it's beautiful. So it's like it's I don't know, ups and downs, I guess.
Perth weather's been fucking all over the place. In a period of like 7-8 hours, it goes from like cloudy, stormy to windy with no clouds to cloudy but sunny.
Right, that's Elon Musk.
It's honestly the weather changes every time Elon reinstates someone on Twitter. Do you know?
Yeah. Do you think who was the other one that was like they didn't know if they wanted to bring back or not? Has he brought back everyone now?
Mostly, I think.
I'm trying to think. I thought there was someone else that he was trying to bring back, or like they were saying. I don't know. No, I don't know. I think he's brought everyone back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Well, speaking of controversy, did you watch the Cristiano and Piers Morgan interview?
Yeah, I listened to both of them. Yeah. I actually only listened to the second. I listened to all the snippets, and I actually finished listening to the second one today. Yeah. What a guy! Hey, what a just he just can do that. I guess he just is that confident. I guess he's got a lot of charisma.
Well, yeah, not only confident, but like he's near end of his career. They're shitting on him, fucking on him. He's standing up for himself. Like, you can't blame him. And I think the reason it seems strange and people are like, what the fuck? How can he do that? Is because when's the last time a footballer did that?
There's a couple of things though. First of all, don't go on Piers Morgan. That's the first thing I'd say. Is like Piers Morgan isn't the person to go talk to.
Well, do you think? I know you're saying that right now. That's based on your own context and the whole like the English perspective of Piers Morgan, right? But Piers Morgan isn't only dealing with the English people anymore, right? He's got the bad experience with English people, right? Because he's been on your television in British television for so long, right? And he's been hated on for specific reasons. But most recently, he's done an interview with Kanye. He's done the interview with Top G twice now. He's done the interview with fucking Cristiano, and it's back to back. So clearly, it's like, I think they're, as much as you might say, oh, he's controversial or people don't like him, I think all three of them were on the right platform.
No, but I'm more so saying the one thing that I have an issue with isn't an interview. It's just a Cristiano Ronaldo statement. That's all it is. Like, Piers Morgan doesn't do anything but arse-lick the entire hour and a half.
Right, yeah, and it's mostly questions that we already sort of have answers to in some way.
It wasn't anything like, it wasn't not once like did he just like question like one thing that Ronaldo said, because like there's a bunch of things that Ronaldo said that's utter bullshit as well. I'm fairly certain when he's like, there's a bunch of offers that he was talking about how there's like offers elsewhere when he could have gone to. Saudi Arabia is the only one. No other club wanted him because he could have, like, if he wanted to leave at the earlier this year, he would have left. Like, it's as simple as that. If a team wanted him, he would have left.
The new rumors are there. Chelsea are bidding for him now.
Yeah, Chelsea will take him because Chelsea are dumb. But like, it also doesn't help Cristiano Ronaldo the fact that he, like, Man U are simply playing better without him. Like, the stats, all stats say that like the win rates, the win rates are way better when he's not in the team.
Yeah, so, and the only argument he sort of has is last season I scored 20-something goals, which is a pretty good argument. I'm not gonna lie.
Sorry, I'm just getting a phone call. I have no idea. I just sent a voicemail.
It's gonna end your screen recording, I think.
Yeah, yeah, dude. Oh, I'm gonna pop that back on.
All right.
Cool. Yeah, I'm back. He needs to know I'm not working. But yeah, no, I think he said a bunch of bullshit. Like, I think also, like, yeah. So the shit about him leaving, like, he could have gone to Saudi for like 350 million. He could have done that. Like,
yeah, but when you're that kind of player, when you're that competitive, when you're that like. When you're an egoist, you know.
Oh, I don't think he wants to. I respect that. I respect he doesn't want to. I respect he doesn't want to, which is cool. But I'm just saying the way he said that, like, oh, he had a bunch of offers. Like, he didn't. He didn't have a bunch of offers. Like,
right.
Otherwise, he would have left earlier. Like, he would have left this season if that was the case. Like, also, I think just like, the fact that, like, I don't know. I just think, I just think it's kind of just weird to like throw a bunch of people under the bus and just kind of like trying to like blame. You can clearly see, I think he's got a bunch of yes men around him because, like,
well, definitely. But
obviously, the shit with his daughter's sad. The shit with his daughters is like really upsetting. Like, really upsetting for him. I understand that. Like, that is upsetting if that is the case. But like, I just think it's I don't know. I think it's trash at the end of the day for what he did. He could have dealt it internally at United so easily, in my opinion. Like, he could have spoken to like from what I can see, if the manager doesn't want him, truly, like what he says, like he doesn't get any respect from the manager, and he was like doing all the shit he could have just spoken to him and said, hey, if you're not going to pay me, let me leave, and he would have gone, yeah, cool. because he obviously doesn't respect you. He wants you gone. So there could have been a mutual understanding there. So and that doesn't.
Okay, yeah, but you're looking at it from only a football perspective.
No, I'm saying if that in his theory, the manager wants to leave, he wants to leave, right? And then also he's saying he had a bunch of offers. So
right, but no, but like I said, that's still you're still talking about football here. You're not talking about the business. What he even mentioned is what Piers Morgan actually mentioned was he sold out the most shirts ever when he re-signed, right? And partly, even if he's not playing, people are still coming there to hopefully see Ronaldo play, right? Just like Speed. Speed rocked up twice and he wasn't there either time. So I don't, as much as I think the coach and Ronaldo have sort of like a understanding of like, I don't want you here, and Ronaldo's like, all right, cool, I don't want to be here. I think the higher ups are like, keep him here as long as we can because we're trying to make money. It's a business.
Yeah, which definitely could be true. Which at the end of the day, it's his problem to deal with. Right. They can terminate his contract now.
And that's a tough problem. So, because like, how do you get out of a contract? What's there to it? Like, there's obviously clauses where you leave, you pay out.
He just did. He got out of it. He won't play for Man U again. I don't think.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he will. I think he'll Man U will terminate his contract in January after the World Cup probably, and he'll go off somewhere. I reckon he'll go back to Real Madrid for like half a year.
I think he will. I think he's going to go to Italy.
He's all went to Juve.
I know, but he's going to go back to Italy because Italy is the place where at his pace and his like sort of his pace, his physicality, and his positioning is perfect for Italy. Do you know what I mean? Like he's not as fast anymore, but he's explosive. And then his positioning, obviously, and just overall physicality is great.
I wouldn't be surprised if he does go to Chelsea.
Right.
Chelsea makes a lot of sense.
I think personally for him, I think the best move for him would be to go to America because America right now is finally building up their league, and who better to bring to their league?
It's still not like what he wants, but I get what you mean. I think Messi was talking about going into Miami.
Saudi.
Yeah, Messi was talking about going to the MLS as well because Messi's come out and said that he's not playing much longer. Like he's like, which is scary for me because I want to go watch him.
But, did you see Dwight Howard shitting on everyone
in Taiwan?
Dude,
nearly
they're not even going
for it.
I'm just seeing these dudes, and I'm so stereotypical. Like for some reason, before I even watched the clip, I was like, it's just going to be a tall black guy against short Asian guys. But they were all like pretty similar heights. And I was like, oh, yeah, true.
It's crazy the difference in school you see, though. Like, it's crazy the levels that you can see.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, he's a trash NBA player now. But, but he goes there and absolutely, he's just, like, the best player they've ever seen.
That's why I always wondered, like, you know when you're, like, a G League player? I don't understand why they maybe I guess they stay in the G League hoping that one day they'll actually be like it'll be like a late draft to the NBA or a team will choose them. But if I was in the G League and I was already there 3 to 5 years and I was getting older, I would just move to a fucking a European club or somewhere else. Just because like 100%. They're gonna pay me more, they're gonna respect me more, they're gonna treat me better. Like
G League, probably develop better.
Which G League player do you know?
Yeah, exactly. One of the Bulgars used to play in one of them, didn't he?
Yeah. The fucking worst one.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no, I think I think it's like I don't know why you would, but I don't know. I think basketball's weird like that. I think so much of sport is psychology and they don't even think about it because because how much of Dwight Howard, right, goes to Taiwan and all of it is just like, I'm going to shit on these kids. And then because he's thinking, I'm going to shit on these kids, he goes out and shits on them. But in the NBA, he's going, fuck, I've got to fucking like,
I've got fucking, I'm versing Luka today. Fuck.
Yeah, and I've got to stop Luka. Whereas he's not thinking I've got to stop Chao Shang-Ming. Like, you know, like he's like, who the fuck is this guy paying? Like, and that arrogance, that's why arrogance takes you so far. Like, that's why I think like like Ronaldo, like those type of people are just so good,
right?
Because he doesn't ever go into a game thinking, how am I going to stop someone? He's going,
right.
What am I going to do? And like when that arrogance, I think so much of psychology is like sports is psychology at that top level.
Well, that's why I partly think that Adesanya lost. It's because of that. It's that predisposition of like, fuck, I've been like knocked out by this guy before.
They say as well, golf is like the biggest sport like that. I've read a book like golf, a game of perfect. Golf is not a game of perfect or something like that. And it's essentially
I've heard of
just
that book.
Where it's essentially just a guy talking about how like the more you think about what you're doing, the worse you are. Because like as soon as you make a shit shot and you think, fuck, I've now got to make up for that. It's just like, shut up, that's just a shot.
Exactly. Well, just like when you take free throws, what I noticed by my own like analysis of myself was whenever I'd go for the shot and I'd be like, all right, make sure to flick your hand, or, oh shit, am I holding it right? I'd always fuck it up, right? But if I just got the ball, bounced it twice, 3 times, just went, my hands will remember. I don't need to remember. My hands remember. It's just like if someone's like to me, write something down, I'm not going to be like, fuck, like, how do I write these letters down? How do I even put my hand correctly to position it, to write it in such a nice way?
It's also like the neatest handwriting you'll write is when you're just writing normally.
Right. Well,
when I'm trying to be neat, it's so not neat. Like I'm like dyslexia comes out, it's like fucking scribbles.
Right.
It's the same type of shit. It's like the flow state.
Yeah. So I was watching a podcast the other day, and I overheard Dr. Huberman talk about something. Yeah, the old cubes, big cubes. I heard him talk about something which I tried to look up after, but I couldn't because I didn't know the spelling of it, and I tried so many different things, it didn't pop up. But remember that thing? You know how sometimes particularly you, will say, like in a sentence, like there'll be a word that is like 2 words, right? And you'll say the first one before the other one sometimes.
Yeah.
And you'll count that. Would you count that as dyslexia, right?
It is dyslexia, yeah.
Well, apparently it's not.
Oh, okay. I thought it...
apparently it's a whole different thing.
I wouldn't be surprised if it is, because that's what I struggle with. Like I will... No, it's like but saying... It's the same. It's the same by saying like fobal moan, that sort of shit.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that. It's not. It's not the word before that. It's fobal moan. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the first letters, because like I don't think it is. I think it's just your brain going into overdrive.
Right, but, and that's what he said. He says it's not dyslexia. He says something else, and I can't remember exactly. So if anyone's watching this, please, if you know any information, hit us up.
The only reason I call it dyslexia is because JME has something called dyslexia bars, where he does that shit all the time. He calls it dyslexia bars because I think he has dyslexia. So I don't know if that's got anything to. That's the only reason.
Could be. I'm not sure, but from what Huberman was explaining, it sounded like something different.
Well, fuck Huberman, bro. I'm calling it what I want to call it.
Yeah, JME's way fucking. He's got a PhD in.
Yeah, way more PhDs.
PhD in rhyme, bruv.
Yeah, rhyme. And being fucking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. I'm going to listen to JME over Huberman. Anyway, I'm going to go because I've got to get ready for my dinner.
All right. Oh, before you go, Sunday Select.
Oh shit, yeah. What have I been listening? What have I been listening to? I don't think I've really been listening to anything.
So silence. Silence is your Sunday. Silence is your Sunday Select.
Yeah. Whatever. No, it can't be that. It can't be that. It'd probably be Hell and Back.
Oh yeah.
By Baker. What I've listened to this week.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's hard to say as well because I've been listening to a lot of samples. I was legitimately just about to fucking sample a K-pop thing.
Oh yeah, some small cock, young cock.
No, young cock, bro. No,
surely you sample the young cock.
I keep young cock to myself.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
No, it's some chick, some fucking chick group. I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know their name. But no, my Sunday select. Let me go with Baba Chops by West Side Gun.
Cool. Too easy. I'll see you next week, right?
Peace, brother.
Oh yeah. See ya.